Season 4 of Call of Duty is coming soon, and in this video I'm going to show you all of the cool things that are happening in Call of Duty and some of the maybe not so cool things. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you might know I've not been best pleased with the kind of state of Call of Duty lately, and especially the quality of the updates. I think pretty much since Modern Warfare 2 launched last year, we haven't really had that much in the way of exciting stuff coming, either in the seasonal updates or with, Modern Warfare 3 as a game. And sadly, Season 4 seems like more of the same. I have heard loads of people on Twitter saying like, oh, I'm super excited about this, it looks amazing, and I'm just not really sure what they're looking at. But let's break it down. It might be a slightly cynical, slightly negative look at it, but let's look at what we're getting and give it, a fair shake. Now, I have looked through this before. This isn't like my first impressions of it or anything like that. But we'll start off with multiplayer. We'll just glance through this quickly because I don't really play multiplayer much. There's a Tokyo map. That's pretty cool. I'm actually weirdly going to Tokyo tomorrow. So, maybe I'll try and get some pictures of areas that look a little bit like this. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's nice to see a slightly more colorful map. That's always good. I get fed up of all of the yellow and gray maps that we normally get. Looks pretty cool. It's not quite a 3-lane map. It looks like it's kind of split into 2 lanes, but then there's some bits that go across. I'm a little bit cautiously optimistic about this one, that this could be a slightly more interesting map than we've had for a while. We're also getting Paris, which again, 2 lanes with a cut through the middle. But I suppose you have kind of got a 3rd lane going through these buildings maybe. So maybe this is a bit more traditional. But nice to see Paris. Again, it looks kind of colourful. I'm sure we had a map called Paris, didn't we, before? In the original Modern Warfare 3, I want to say. But apparently this is a brand new map. It's nothing like that. So there you go. Or maybe it was Ghosts, actually. Because in Ghosts, wasn't there a bit that happened in Paris? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure there was a multiplayer map in Paris that we've played before. But cool, we're getting another new map. And we're getting a map called Incline as well. Looks like Summit, but isn't Summit. Different place entirely, apparently. Just, another mountaintop research place. And we're getting one of these variants this time of Das Haus. It's called Das Gross. I don't know how to make it rhyme. Das Gross, I guess. Where it's meant to be an alien's taking it over. I don't know. Do people care about these variants, these weird-looking versions of maps? I'm not sure. I find it hard to get excited about anything like that. It's Das Haus again. We only just had a sort of new version of Das Haus. Now it seems like we're getting another one. There's some multiplayer modes coming, so you're getting Demolition, which is like Search and Destroy, but with respawns. You're getting Hyper Cranked. I do kind of like Cranked, where, once you get a kill, you have to keep on getting kills faster and faster in order to stay alive. It's kind of fun. It's kind of exciting. If I thought all of these new multiplayer modes were coming to private games, I'd be pretty excited for them, but I don't think they necessarily are. It feels a bit like they don't care about private games anymore, which is a shame. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be there. We're also getting Havoc, which is kind of interesting. Apparently it was in Season 5 of last year's Call of Duty, but basically there's going to be all of these different modifiers that keep on stacking on top of each other. So things like auto reloads after you kill enemies, low gravity, sticky grenades are thrown out when you get a kill. You get a random new gun when you get a kill. Headshots kill with a single bullet, crossbows only. Loads of really interesting things. I think that could be a laugh. Again, if it was in private games, I think it would be a lot of fun. Also a headshots only mode coming mid-season, don't really care about that. And then some playlist modifiers, so you can get some new modifiers like they're changing things, so there'll be looping kill streaks and stuff like that. Also earning kill streaks, which is a bit of a worrying one. This is how Call of Duty used to work, and we kind of moved away from it because it was horrible. But this is another modifier, so some playlists will have this and some won't, where you receive points added to your streak if you slay an enemy player with your kill streak. So basically, if you get a kill streak like a cruise missile early on and you manage to get like 2 or 3 kills with that, then that might be enough to push you up to a VTOL, and then you can use a VTOL, and all the kills from that might push you towards one of the, top kill streaks. It used to be absolutely insane, so I'm glad this is just a modifier. Maybe it'll be a little bit of fun. Maybe it'll be something to mess around. And then there's also critical countdown event items. Now, all this stuff talking about countdown and stuff, I know they've been talking about a DNA bomb in the kind of preparation for this season. Also, I'm assuming we're going to be counting down to the reveal of the new Call of Duty. Supposedly, we're going to be seeing that Call of Duty at the Xbox show that's happening on June 9th, I think. So that's pretty soon now. That's only a few weeks away. So I'd expect a lot of this stuff to kind of tie into that. Then apparently there's going to be another Vortex mosh pit, and then Get High is going to be coming back again. It's currently in the game right now. You can play it. Previously, it was on like a really strict time limit where it was only available for like 4 hours. Then it was available for a day, I think. Sounds like it's going to be coming back. It'd be nice. It says a revamped return. It'd be nice if there was a whole new map, but we'll see. If there's a couple of different maps or maybe some mutations or modifiers in that, that'd be cool. But anyway, then there's also some stuff about ranked play. It doesn't look like ranked is changing much, just some new rewards and stuff like that. Then this is a bit more interesting. So there's new perks and equipment. One of them is Streak Specialist. So this used to be a thing, a perk in other Call of Duty games where you just get your score streaks faster. Basically, it reduces the kills required by 1. So some people might use that. If you don't normally get kill streaks in your games, maybe this would be a way to get them a bit easier. Or just if you want to have constant UAVs up, then it's pretty good. And there's also the compression plate, which will immediately regenerate health after a kill with a primary, secondary, or throwing knife kill. So it doesn't regenerate health for grenades or kill streaks, I don't think. Oh, objective captures also trigger health regeneration. So that's kind of interesting. You know, if you're someone who rushes around a lot, that could be pretty cool, I guess. Then there's some new kill streaks. There's this thing that sort of seems to throw up something in it's like a bouncing Betty, and it's a mine that throws up an explosive that then locks onto the target and flies towards them, which sounds absolutely crazy. But it's 7 kills to get it, so I'm not sure if that only works once, or if, you know, it looks like maybe it's got 4 canisters, so maybe it'll work 4 times. Not really sure how that's going to work. Also, loitering munition, so it's a sort of UAV type thing that will fly around for a while, and then you can choose when to activate it up to 3 times, and it will basically automatically fire a shot towards wherever there's the largest number of viable targets. So kind of sounds like an auto cruise missile that you can use 3 times, I guess. Then there's a missile drone, where it's a small piloted drone controlled by players that fires guided missiles. So something a bit like a, you know, sort of chopper gunner type thing, I guess. But it will be smaller, it'll be a bit weaker than a chopper gunner, and just fire a few missiles down. And then the DNA bomb, which is a new kill streak replacing the nuke, I think, or the MGB or whatever it's called. But instead of ending the game, this instead will just kill everyone on the opposing team, which in a respawn mode doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. It'll just be like a spectacular thing to do, a kind of way to show off, I guess. But we don't actually know how many kills you need for that. So now, that's it for multiplayer, basically. Going on to zombies. Poor Zombies fans. I still get comments from people after I've posted something saying that I don't think Zombies is very good. You know, some of the videos that I posted months and months ago now. I still get people saying like, no, MWZ's amazing. You just don't get it. You're not a real Zombies fan. All the real Zombies fans are still having an absolute blast of MWZ. There's tons of new content coming and stuff. You know, I made a video about 2 seasons ago, I think, saying MWZ was basically dead. I don't think there's any real new content coming to it. I think what's happened is they made the cutscenes before the game came out, and now they're just kind of sort of trying to cobble together content around that and not really making anything new. Hence, no new enemy types, no new maps, anything like that. This season, we're not even getting a story mission. Not even a story mission, so no new cutscene or anything. All we're getting is an unstable rift mid-season, which is basically in the middle of games, rifts will open, unstable rifts. You can go into them. It will take you to one of the previous rifts, so one of the places in Al Masra that you could go to before, and there'll be a big horde of zombies, like a mini kind of round-based mode where zombies will horde in. If you survive for long enough, it cancels out all of your cooldowns. Now, the problem is, to do this, I'm guessing it'll be very hard, so I'm guessing you'll want to use some of your cooldowns to get stuff to go in for this, but then each rift only accepts 1 player, so there's a chance, I don't know how many rifts are going to be in each game, but there's a chance you just won't be able to find a rift in your game, so you would have just wasted your cooldowns for nothing. Yeah, it seems a little bit of a weird way to do it. I can't imagine that many people wanting to do this in order to kind of reset their cooldowns. I'm sure lots of people like me will give it a try once, but then after that, I'm not really sure what to do. You know, what's the point of doing it, really? But yeah, no new other zombies content, not getting any new schematics, not getting any new wonder weapons, no new perks, no new enemies, no new locations, no new story, anything like that. Just this unstable rift thing where you go to a location we've already been to and there'll be a big horde of zombies. I'm kind of expecting it to feel like doing a landing zone. Basically, you know what landing zones used to be like, where you had massive hordes of zombies? And even now, with all the specialist zombies, it can get a little bit tricky, a little bit scary at times. I'm guessing it'll just be like that, but going on for a bit longer. So, yeah, that's that. Zombies is dead. Like, Modern Warfare Zombies is dead. I know everyone's excited about Treyarch Zombies that's going to be coming out later this year. I'm excited to see that. Proper round-based maps. I imagine they'll do something a little bit more classic. I'm hoping they will. If they do something weird, I think people are going to be cross. But Modern Warfare Zombies is just done. Like, what's the point of it? Right, let's move on to Warzone, because that's everything for zombies. There really isn't much to talk about there. For Warzone, there's kind of a lot of stuff, but I just don't think it's going to change the game that much. So, there is a bunker update. The bunkers right now, you can go into any of the bunkers in Urzikstan, except for Bunker 7, for some reason. We think it's related to the Black Ops 6 sort of reveal, or something like that, the campaign for that. You can go into any of the other bunkers by completing a contract on Urzikstan. That gives you a bunker key card. Take it to any of the bunkers that aren't Bunker 7. You can open them up. They're all basically the same, except for Bunker 5 has a load of weird green vats growing something in them. Now we kind of know what they're growing. But yeah, some weird vats in them. And they all had doors at the back of them. All of the others were the same, and they just have some decent loot in them. That's kind of it. Now it sounds like there's an expanded interior, it says here. So there's more to do in the bunkers, maybe. Don't know if it's going to be interesting or not. As well as high-level loot and additional intel regarding the location of Redacted. I don't know if that's going to be the location of Soap, because they're obviously trying to advertise Soap a lot. He's the new character in the Battle Pass. Soap is very much dead. He got shot in the head, and then they cremated him and scattered his ashes. Apparently, somehow he's coming back from that. I'm assuming that's what they're growing in those green tanks, is they're somehow cloning soldiers. So we're going to see people like Soap coming back in that. And I'm going to hazard a guess that maybe they're talking about additional intel regarding the location of Soap coming back. But I've actually got another theory. And this is a special treat for people who are listening and paying attention to this video. Listen to this theory. Soap will be cloned. Soap will have been cloned in these green tanks. And that'll be kind of, there'll be some notes or something scattered around some of the bunkers being like, oh yeah, we've managed to successfully do it with Soap. And then they'll be like, now we're going to try it with someone who's been dead for a little bit longer. What about Woods? And Woods is going to come back. Woods is in Bunker 7. We're going to go in there, bring him back his gun. Maybe we've got to bring that back, that Sally pistol that you can get in the new Easter egg on Rebirth Island. That's why it has the graffiti outside Bunker 7. That's what I think's in Bunker 7, is Woods. We're going to find him in a tank, get him out of the tank, give him his pistol back, and then it'll play the trailer for Black Ops 6. That's what I think's going to happen. They're going to bloody clone Woods in the Modern Warfare Warzone storyline. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. The story's always been kind of bad in Call of Duty, but it's just absolutely crazy now. The Warzone story is ridiculous. But yeah, so more stuff in the bunkers anyway. Again, like I said, it's kind of cool. It'll be fun for me to explore the bunkers, but I don't think it's the sort of thing that will affect games that much. One interesting thing is there's going to be multiple methods of escape. I'm assuming that means there will be like, that you can see there's kind of a zip line in the middle of this room, that there'll be like little hatches added. So you can get in from the front entrance of the bunker, but then you can leave via this hatch and kind of pop out, maybe go straight up into a redeploy or something like that. So you don't get absolutely trapped in there. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. It says further investigation and great care is needed to solve this conundrum. They're building it up to be an Easter egg. If it is an actual Easter egg, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed on a purely selfish level, just because I'm going on holiday tonight and I'm going to miss the beginning of Season 4. I'm not going to be back until the Friday after this comes out. So basically 2 days, I'll be missing it. So if there's an Easter egg, if everyone could just be nice and not solve it for 2 days, that would be absolutely great. No, I'm just joking. I'll be watching other people's streams, I'm sure. If you've got recommendations of other good people who are good at Easter egg hunts and do the Warzone Easter egg hunts, who also stream whenever a new thing goes live, let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested. So there's also an Urzikstan Gulag update. There's going to be some new layouts for the Gulag, which is kind of cool, I guess. There's an S layout and a 2 layout and a 3 layout and an 8 layout. And then there's going to be a bunch of events apparently this season. So, and new modes. There's buyback solos, the whole thing. So if you have enough money, you get to come back. It's not about time. So that kind of rewards doing contracts and killing people and getting loads of cash and hoarding loads of cash. That's kind of fun. Buyback solos is a good mode. That's fun. And there's also going to be other modes that are redacted and redacted and redacted. So I'm guessing something to do with the Black Ops 6 reveal. Anything that says redacted in this, I'm assuming is something to do with the Black Ops 6 reveal. There's also Call of Duty Warzone rewards that are going to be in the challenges mode. So basically, there's some new rewards now. I don't know how these are different from the other challenges and everything like that, but there's economics ones for looting and spending money, contracts for doing contracts, social for interacting with enemy players or aiding your team. Don't quite know what that means, interacting with enemy players. Maybe doing finishing moves, I don't know. Mode, so completing tasks in different game modes, and Champions Quest, so doing the nuke ones. So there's some extra challenges, by the sounds of it, just more challenges, so you'll be able to get more rewards by doing more stuff in a game. If the rewards are cool, then this could be fun. Right now, I feel like it's not like we don't have enough challenges. You know, there's daily challenges, weekly challenges, there's the weapon challenges to do the different camos, there's the prestige challenges. I don't even know what you get for them, an emblem or something. There's a bunch of different challenges in the game right now, but apparently there's going to be more. We heard you like challenges. Here, have some more. Specialist is going to come to Urzikstan. Fair enough. Tactical sprint boots. So now you're going to be able to get tactical sprint boots by going into any of the bunkers. So in any of the bunkers, you can get a special perk that's tactical sprint, and it means you have infinite tactical sprint. So obviously, all of the really kind of sweaty players are going to be dropping in these bunkers straight away at the beginning of every game, complete a contract quickly, get into a bunker, get tactical sprint, and then they're going to be even more insufferable as they sprint around you in circles as they kill you. Then, new vehicle. We've got another buggy. It's not that the game needed another buggy, it's that they wanted some money from a licensing deal. So the Polaris Razor, I guess. It's a real buggy. They look very cool. I think Syndicate got to go mess around on one in Dubai in one of his recent vlogs. That was very cool. But anyway, they're real things. Like, you know, we had the electric Humvee. That was a real thing. They put it in the game as an advert. They're doing that with this. Just kind of looks like a buggy with less seats. Or maybe it does have back seats. I'm not really sure. I think it might only have 2 seats. But anyway, it is there. It is a side-by-side UTV. Oh, it's got 3 seats apparently. There we go. So it differs from the current in-game UTV as it offers a tighter turning circle and handling, 3 seats, and improved fuel. It's basically the same. The fact that they've even put that paragraph in kind of makes me think that they're aware that it's basically the same as the other one. But, oh well. Then there's also going to be hot zones, so just areas with more orange crates when you drop in. There's going to be special weapons. So this is like one of the weapons from when we had Black Ops Cold War. It looks like those sort of things. You know, maybe we're getting pawn takes pawn back. That'd be cool. But it looks like something like that. And yeah, they're redacted weapons again, so they've got extra attachments. They've got 10 attachments. There's a runaway train thing. This is kind of cool. This is probably the thing I'm most excited about outside of the Black Ops 6 reveal stuff. Is the runaway train event, which basically is sometimes in Zone 6, you will get told there's a runaway train, and basically the final zone will center in on the moving train like it did in that special Christmas limited time mode. I thought that was loads of fun, like getting on a train and trying to defend it against other people, and people like trying to keep up with the train, you know, like moving out of the gas, trying to drive alongside it and stuff. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I think that'll be quite good. It's coming mid-season, and it says it's a small chance, so it probably won't happen very often. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some games doing that. I think that'll be good. Then there's some more stuff about ranked play. Ranked play still happening. Yep, brilliant. There's some Warzone mobile stuff. I've given up caring about that with how ridiculously exploitative their sort of whole monetization thing is. So yeah, I just don't care about any of this Warzone mobile stuff at all anymore. Then we've got some new guns coming. We've got a new submachine gun, and it's 4.6 by 30mm, which sounds like a weird type of ammo. It's exceptionally adaptable. It can be modified to excel in most combat scenarios. It's impactful at close range. It's accurate at mid-range. It's got great recoil control. It just sounds like every new gun we ever get in Warzone. It's not got much recoil. It's really good at every range. It'll be a good SMG, I'm sure. Then we get into Kar 98. Some people are very, very excited about Kar 98. Slightly worried that it says it's the hardest hitting and accurate long-range rifle there is, with a quick ADS speed, massive damage, limited flinch, a small but functional iron sight, and rapid takedown potential. It's just going to replace all of the other sniper rifle and marksman rifles in the game, I'm pretty sure. People will just be using the Kar 98 instead. You'll just start getting one shot. If it's a one-shot headshot, then you're just going to get killed by people who just snap it onto you and kill you. It's going to make the skill gap even bigger in Call of Duty, which I think right now is quite a big problem in Warzone. The skill gap is too big. Good players basically win every game, make it insufferable for all the normal players. This is going to make it worse. Good for you if you're excited about the Kar 98 coming back. It's just a more content. It's just, hey, we took this away, but you can have it back again. It's like, fine. Then there's the Spaz, the Reclaimer 18. I think it's the Spaz 12 shotgun, isn't it? That's coming back, so it's another shotgun. If it's cool, if it works well in Warzone, it could be kind of fun to use. They're very satisfying to use, but we'll see. Shotguns always have a weird thing where they always seem ridiculously overpowered in Warzone, or they seem way too weak to do anything. Then there's a Sledgehammer. Don't care about that. Bunch of new aftermarket parts. None of those seem super excited, I don't think. There's none of them that like seem really interesting. There's like a long barrel for the grenade launcher. Fair enough. Then there's a bunch of skins. Obviously, Black Cell's coming back. There's a new battle pass where you get soap, which is weird. There's some new Pride camos. This is very cool. I'm quite excited about this. There is the new mobile suit Gundam bundles. So you'll be able to look like a Gundam. That's very, very cool. I'm quite looking forward to that. So, I mean, as much as I go on about the microtransaction stuff, hopefully Call of Duty will send me some free points so I'll be able to play as a Gundam, because I do want to play as a Gundam. It's a bit hypocritical, I know. There's some more boy stuff coming back, so it's not new stuff. It's just them bringing those skins back, but advertising it apparently. And some more new city skins and lots of events, lots of weekly challenges and stuff like that. So not a lot that's super interesting. Obviously these events are going to be exciting. Annoyingly, they haven't even told us the date of them, but there's going to be events going on talking about the reveal of the new Black Ops, I'm guessing. I'd assume there's this one starting on June 19th for a week, and then there's this one that says activation date redacted. I'd hazard a guess that's June 9th when it's the Xbox thing. Hopefully none of these reveals happen while I'm away, but, you know, they might do. We'll see. Yeah, I come back. I think I'll be back and able to stream on, like, the 1st of June. So hopefully I'll be back for some of that cool stuff. But there's a Gundam event on June 5th. And then, yeah, all of this reveal stuff to look forward to. So let me know in the comments, are you excited about any of this? Is this stuff that you're going to be looking forward to playing? I can't say I'm that sad about missing out on the beginning of the season, other than, you know, the bunkers having something new to look into. That could be kind of cool. And the reveal for Black Ops 6. That's kind of it for stuff that I'm super excited about. It just feels another kind of lackluster thing. And I'm really sorry if you like Modern Warfare Zombies, because the zombies content is absolutely dire. That's terrible. Anyway, like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of it all. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.